So the Welsh have arrived. Did your tracksuits?
My tracksuit did arrive. Yes, I
haven't even mentioned it.
I haven't even told you. I haven't worn it yet. I've tried it on. Do you know when you have yourself hyped up for something and then it's not exactly as you thought it would feel? It looks amazing. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm super stoked. And I haven't debuted it yet, but I will.
I was hoping that I might see you in it this week, but yeah, I was thinking about it like in the week, thinking, like they arrived over a week ago. I wonder whether she got all her dream outfits for this future you're going to be.
Yeah, I know. It's just the Adidas tracksuit bottoms and, of course, the usual socks, ankle socks. All the ankle socks. Love myself some ankle socks. Yeah, and tea towels.
Oh, I can't wait for the tea towels. And I did a bit of guilty shopping this week. I sent you pictures because I was just like, oh my God, I was so naughty last night. I spent $280 on some wellies.
I was like, there's my English princess for her.
I know, I got the matching bag.
For all that outdoorsy stuff that you do.
I know. Oh, but they're gorgeous and I can't wait for them to get here because I got a pair in the UK that are like black with, it's Jules, the brand, if anyone's heard of it, because they're absolutely gorgeous. And the black ones have got like a mustard colored tassel on them. They're so trendy that you could, like, I did just wear them out as like normal boots rather than Wellington boots or gum boots as they are in New Zealand. I've got a green pair. They're on their way.
Oh, look how excited you are. I love it. You've got an English pair with gold tassels. You've got a green pair for New Zealand. Look at you go. Where are you planning on wearing them?
You know, to the supermarket. Who knows? I actually went on a dog walk today and I was like, damn it, if only my boots were here.
No more walking until you get here.
Well, exactly. So the answer is no if I get invited until they arrive. But no, it's mainly for, in the winter, obviously going out into the garden to get the firewood, you have to go across the grass to get to the woodshed. And I wear big fluffy socks. And every time I go outside, because, if it's been raining, it's all muddy, I have to take off all the socks and everything to put the shoes on. Whereas the boots, I can just slot right in and off I go.
So fancy, because that, I suppose, is exactly why people wear sliders.
No, God, no,
I know you're not going to. It is, and Crocs. It is the convenience of exactly that situation. Whereas you're going to get into a $200 and something pair of wellies to go 5 foot across the grass to the woodshed.
Also go on dog walks and go to the supermarket and wherever else I want to go. You what?
The supermarket just cracks me up.
I live in Central Otago. Everyone wears gum boots at the supermarket, and in the summer they don't wear any shoes at all most of the time.
Yeah. It's gum boots, Crocs, sliders, or nothing.
So I'm being stylish in the environment that I am.
I love it. I just love it. I've got a few pair of wellies, but they're just proper wellies. Like, I've got an ankle pair of wellies, and I've got just a proper up to the knee pair of wellies.
Nice.
Yeah, but
mine are super fancy.
Yeah, they're way too fancy for the kind of carry on that I get up to. Like, I just have slippers with hard soles to go out to the woodshed that I can slide on and slide off. Super easy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my shopping for the week.
Yeah, well done. What else? What else did you buy?
Well, I got a handbag, got some jumpers, and I got some pajamas. So the whole lot cost about $500.
Yeah, perfect. When does that arrive?
Next week. I can't wait. It's actually all from Next.
Next is so good.
Yeah, well, I know the quality is good, so I'm excited. Like, this is real excitement. It's getting cold. I'm in my pajamas a lot more now because it's winter. I want good, solid pajamas. I want good Wellington boots. I want a nice handbag because mine's falling apart, and I've got some nice stylish jumpers for my meetings.
To be fair, that's actually all a lot more productive than what I did. I got I got influenced. I got Instagram influenced. I
What
got
did you
those
get?
I got those Korean face masks that everyone is on Instagram doing.
Is that glass skin thing?
Yes, I did. I got them. They arrived, and I haven't tried them out yet, but I will. I
Oh
know.
my God,
I
I'm
got
so excited for this because I'm tempted. It's like, yeah, we get influenced so much, don't we? That it's like, I want to
yeah.
try that, but is it just fake?
I know, and you know, there's always the chance of thinking you're getting scammed and stuff. But I thought, just fuck it, and I ordered them because it was just coming up. And it just goes to show you come up in people's faces enough, you'll buy it. Like, because they
Yeah.
were in my face. And you know what? I just thought it's just a fucking face mask. What could possibly go wrong unless they don't arrive at all? Um, I haven't tried them yet. I gave one to one of my clients to because she was here and do you know when someone comes in with a newborn baby, I'm like, have everything I have. That might make you feel
Well, I give
better.
away one of them though if it does work.
But she really enjoyed it because she messaged me like with it on her face, and she said apparently it felt like it was sucking her in, like as it was tightening as it was going into that
Oh.
see-through look. So
Mm.
I know I'll give it a go, but of course, what made me not give it a go was the fact that I was using my beef fat, I was using my tallow, which FYI, guys, I'm loving. Like I know it says like, you might get breakouts or you might get like, your pores might get clogged. Like that seems to be kind of the only negative thing I can find. And I don't know if that's been thrown out there by, you know, the companies that put a lot of effort into the chemical side of stuff and they're kind of trying to veer you off it, or if it does, because I've consciously, because of that, I've been really cleanse, tone, and moisturizing my face at nighttime just to make sure you're taking off, I suppose, that layer of fat off your face. I don't even know how else to say it. Like, it's just mental. But I suppose, and like, I was talking to a couple of people about it, and like, they use active ingredients, from their beauticians or Casey or skin specialists, and they were like, but you can't just keep stripping your skin. Like the tallow is putting back into it. So it does plump you and stuff. So my skin feels amazing. My makeup is going on incredible. I'm so shiny and airy. I can't explain it. Maybe it's a placebo. I'm not too sure, but I love it. And but there is scammy ones out there for sure. So do a bit of investigation onto what to use. I love my one, which is the Vital. Like they have a name. It's like Vitalo. It's like Vitalo. So I'm loving it,
You sound
Charlotte.
like Moira Rose then. Hello.
I was like, oh my god, that's like a compliment. If I could be Moira, oh my god, what a dream.
I was actually thinking the other day because when people say that if you stop drinking, you lose, in a good way, you lose the puffiness and of your skin and everything. And I was thinking, well, probably for my age, I need the puffiness. So actually, drinking wine is like giving me a youthful look.
Whatever you want to cling on to. I think it's your diet though, because I was reading Rachel Hunter's book. Do you remember she did that round the world trip of something got to do with beauty?
Yeah,
Um,
she has like
yeah,
this whole brand on it.
yeah. So she's wrote a book on her experience of all that, and literally, of course, the first chapter is the Greek islands in one of the blue zones, and it's all olive oil, good olive oil, good olive oil, good olive oil. Like the
Yeah, I
Egyptians
spend
used
a fortune on my olive oil.
yes, you do. You always have, and you're just like, oh, just a little bit of olive oil, and it's like half a fucking bottle
Oh yeah,
later.
I put like half a bottle. I go through olive oil like you wouldn't
Yeah,
believe.
like because I hope you don't mind me saying, but like obviously, like people think you have Botox, but you do not. Like you don't at all.
No.
Your forehead is just it's just so smooth. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's
Thank
crazy.
you.
Yeah, well,
I
I suppose,
know.
I mean, you're not as expressionate as I am, I suppose. I don't know if that helps or not helps, but I do think it's your diet. You have a lovely vegetarian diet. You've been to Italy, you were in Italy for years. You're always in and out. You always eat that type of food. You've always got good olive oil. I've never seen you with shit olive oil. It's always on your counter. And you always have a lot of that like oiliness in your food, even in sardines or
Mm.
whatever it is. And I think that's
Weirdly, I
really,
bought sardines the other day. That's so weird that you said
would
that.
you point at me?
No, no, it is so, and do you know what though? Also with that, like, thank you, and the compliment is great. I do try and eat very well. But I was also thinking, because I was driving to Queenstown yesterday and I was listening to episode 65. And, where you announce you're going to have to do those 10 days of silence. And I said to you, God, that is going to do wonders for your face. Well, you think the majority of my time I am sat in silence. So maybe
Yeah.
that's why there is no wrinkle. Well, not I've got
Yeah.
wrinkles, but no lines.
Yeah, yeah, you don't have those like, the ones that people hate, like the ones in the middle of the eyebrows or the forehead. Um, Maybe. And of course, my whole existence is talking. So I have accepted that around my mouth is like lines everywhere. Um, I'm okay with that. So are you interested in trying the tallow?
Yeah, I would be. It's just I'm quite, you know what I'm like with my products. Like I very
Regimented.
much, yeah. And when I do try different ones, like when I went back to Italy in the UK in October, I bought the Clinique, the pinky one. I think it's like Happy or something. Or it's like a, I don't know, boost of
It's the
hydration.
intense
I don't know.
moisturizer. It's the intense hydrating one, the pink one. It's beautiful. It goes on like silk.
No, for me it wasn't. I came out in spots. It was too thick. Because my skin, I have had quite sensitive skin. When I was a kid, I had eczema, and you know that. I think I've just found my dream products. Whenever I even bought the yellow Clinique, the original,
Mm.
and that one again, I'd break out in spots. Like it was too thick and intense for me. So I do tend to, with my face stuff, stick to what I know. I try different ones, and it's very expensive because obviously Clinique isn't cheap. But they never seem to work for me. The only Clinique one that did work for me was the Smart one, which is the anti-aging one. But that's way too expensive, so I can't afford that. So if anyone
Right.
wants to gift me anything, the Clinique Smart Day or Night Cream would be wonderful.
You heard it here. You heard
But talking about lines and shopping, I also made a bit of a beauty purchase that's been, in my freaking face on Instagram and Facebook for probably years. And, I'm always paranoid about my chin, which is the wine and probably all the Red Bull that I used to take. It's all that sugar. And I bought myself one of those LED face sculptors where you can change the lights, you know. Do you know which
Nice.
one I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they're
you kind
like,
of
and you like,
you run it. It's kind of shaped.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
you run
they
it.
give you like a bit of a
Mm.
lift because it vibrates as you do it. And yeah, I mean, apparently you're supposed to use it for a bit of time, but I don't know. I don't know. I've only had it a few days, so I'm still on the fence. But I thought, God, I'm going to buy this thing and get all hopeful, and then it's not going to work and I'll be disappointed. So I'm going to give it a go and see how
So
it goes. But
negative
yeah,
straight off the bat.
well, just because, we're always let down by these products that it's
I'm
either
having a
a
wonderful
fad.
time.
But they're just, sometimes they're just so fake that they don't actually work, or you have to use them 20,000 times to see a difference, but they don't put that in the small print.
Well, 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 our brains have joined into one again because I went for my usual facial at the Casey Clinic this week and they put the big LED red light over me with some products on my face. I don't know what they did. Oh my God, it was absolute heaven. I don't know if it's just the time of year of going into the cold weather and I'm lying there with this beautiful heat on my face, or what, I was just tired. I don't know, but I bought the full mask. I
Oh, brilliant.
I bought
Oh
the
my.
full mask. You can see out through the little eyes, and you can have the blue light or the red light. But I have gone to town and I bought the full fucking mask, the KC Clinic mask. I bought it. They're not even that expensive. They're like $300, and there's a fucking remote and everything with
You
it.
say not expensive. $300 is quite a lot for spare cash. So what miracle does it do that's worthy of $300?
Well, I'm more inclined to put like it's more the science behind the whole like winter sad syndrome. I'm more inclined to see if it makes me a bit more upbeat with the red light instead of going out into the, because if you're driving to work in the dark and coming home in the dark, you're missing the sunrise and the sunset. And I would think where you live would be huge for that because of the fact that you get that inversion layer as well. So if you're feeling a bit down about the fact that you haven't seen the sun in weeks, then that red light is really good for you in the morning. Just 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. And there's the blue light as well for acne or, pimples and stuff, which thankfully I don't have a problem with. But I was also curious about like having it in the salon. Like, I probably won't do any of this, but I was like, wouldn't it be lovely as a wee treatment for someone just sitting in the waiting area with this fucking crazy mask on their face
That's not
for
really
10 minutes?
hygienic though if you're just passing it
Oh,
around
I've
to
got the
everyone.
sanitizing spray. I've got the sanitizing spray and everything for the inside of it.
Ah. But mine,
Yeah.
my red light is boosting collagen.
Yeah, the red light will do that too. But I'm definitely just curious about how it'll make me feel as well. Will it make me feel a bit more upbeat? Not that I get Saturn. I mean, I'm probably the worst person to be trying this on. But the lady who works with me said that like because I love winter. Maybe I'll put it on Sandro.
Yeah. Well, no, but I
That'll
mean,
be
he's just after heat. This is more than just heat. I didn't even know that it did have heat. It's more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, the red light has many different factors, like you said, collagen as well.
Right.
Maybe I'll get a
Ah,
maybe I'll
interesting. Wow, we're watch
yeah.
the space, guys, because we're going to report on our.
We definitely are going to report on it because I've not used it yet. I haven't even taken it out of the fucking box yet. But when I was underneath the light inside there, I was like, you know what, fuck this. I want this every morning on my face. Um, so between my tallow, my fucking LED, my God, I mean, are they fads?
Your
Are they,
Korean face mask.
the Korean face mask? I'm just throwing
And you
shit
know
at the
what?
wall here.
For years, people would always say, "Oh, yeah, but out of you two, you're the girly girl." And I'm like, "You have no idea. This woman spends a small fortune on beauty products. She doesn't wear any makeup, but what she's got in her cupboard, you've got half of it here. It's all sitting in your bedside table. I'm so tempted to use some of it sometimes because I'm like, God, it's just sat there."
Well, I like having my little wee samples at your place because can't be carrying around the good stuff all the time. So I have my wee samples at your place, and I think it just becomes an absolute habit as well. Like if I have to use anything else, I don't feel like myself. I just call me Alicia Keys, without my makeup and all my good face shit. I love it.
And weirdly, with all these beauty fads and being influenced and everything, I saw a really interesting video this week about ice baths, and it was from this expert doctor, and he was like saying how really they are a bit of a fad, like they actually don't improve your muscles and they give your heart a shock, so it actually doesn't help you. Apparently quite a few people have died from heart attacks getting in these ice baths, but you don't need it anywhere near below 0. And yeah, his like last comment was, just go in the sea. It's free.
Well, we've got plenty of lakes as well, but they're probably too cold. Like you get hypothermia in these lakes if you're in there any more than like 10 minutes. It's crazy. The cold plunges are a real question mark for me.
Mm.
A, because I don't give a shit about doing one because I have no intentions of putting myself through that. And B, they do say the science behind it for women, it should be lukewarm, not cold, because we are very different to men.
Yeah, I've heard that as
Um,
well.
Yeah. And
Mm.
then the book I'm reading at the moment is like Act Like a Boss, or oh my God, I can't even remember the title. But she talks about, and this actually supports my theory on the whole cold bath thing. I think okay, the science behind it, I get it. There's some there. And for some people, I'm sure in sports, like elite sports, for their feet, dancers after the ballerinas, like they might need, they need their feet soaked in ice water to literally probably continue doing that day in, day out in the theater,
Yeah.
or sports people. But just your normal day to day, I'm not too sure. Like you said, it surely shocks the fucking system. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, my God, I don't want to find out. But she said that she grew up in Lima in Peru, and she said like they were so poor, they just got dunked into cold water and as kids. And like that's what a lot of we're just so fucking privileged with our hot showers. But that's what they used to do back in the day, wasn't it? Like, they used to have to bathe in
No,
cold
but
water.
not this level of cold. Like, a cold shower in a hot country isn't really
Just cold water. But like I don't know, like I mean it's not
you
I mean the
want a
idea
cold
is not to
shower.
be below freezing, right? Is it like meant to be 3 degrees or something?
No, I think they do them at, like, -10. I don't know. I mean, I
No.
don't really know enough about it. It was just a interesting kind of video. It's just following because I was kind of a bit like, "Oh, why did I buy that LED light thing? Like, it's not gonna," and I know I'm being negative about it, but I really do want it to work, and I am doing it, practicing it daily. Um, but, you have to be so wary because we talked about this before with, um, that girl that faked having cancer and then sold her cookbook and told everyone that you just have to get healthy. Like, we just believe everything we see, and it's just, you're just treading water the whole time. You don't know whether it's real or fake, what's going on. And weirdly, I had a call with a friend of mine, and she was saying that she knows quite a few people in the UK that are taking these injections to lose weight. And, I'm so on the fence about all these because obviously your first reaction is, oh my God, I want it. What is it? If there's a quick fix, all the celebrities are doing it. Is there something now available to us minions? Um, and, the more I started talking about it with her, because she got turned down from it because her BMI wasn't bad enough. And yeah, I just thought, is it really a good choice?
No.
Like,
No.
you have to take these injections forever because, you're not gonna after doing that, you're not gonna be happy then to go back to your original weight. That it
Anything
really just got me
sustainable.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and mental health wise, like, to be
Yes.
addicted to injecting yourself daily for the rest of your life, that's not good.
That is so far
Yeah,
from good.
blew my
That
mind a
is
little bit, but it also opened my mind.
I think the only sustainable way is lifestyle, like across the board. And you're small. I mean, no one's going to be perfect. None of us are going to be perfect, even at our smallest or our most muscular or whatever
Well,
the
you're never
case
gonna
may
be
be.
happy, are you?
If you keep chasing that, no. I think you actually have to, like exactly everything we're practicing, like you actually have to fall in love with who you are inside and out
Mm,
before you can make any changes. Because if your only drive to go to the gym is to look better than your fucking neighbor, or that's not sustainable. You actually kind of have to love yourself, and you have to go for better reasons than that, like your health, your well-being,
mm.
your mental health. You have to go for that kind of stuff, or it's not sustainable at all.
Yeah,
Those
and we
injections are
kind of got to that
scary.
conclusion. We got to that conclusion because, like I was, saying to, if you change your lifestyle and, your diet and everything, then when you've achieved your weight, you feel so amazing because you achieved it. So the confidence you have is absolutely so powerful. Whereas if you take an injection every day and if you miss one, you put weight back on, you just live your life terrified. Whereas the person that has, I know it's hard, we all hate it. But, I grew up with my mum constantly eating bloody carrots because, she's always on a diet. Then that's not a good message to send to your children of,
What
just
kind of
inject yourself every day, like,
what,
because beauty means everything.
that's so scary, man. Because also, like, on my weight hasn't changed at all, but just from doing those workouts in the morning, my confidence has come in. You don't need to get to
Mm,
your target weight for your confidence. Just by getting up, going for a walk, being in nature, working out, doing some weights, you naturally create confidence without even changing your look
yeah.
whatsoever. And that's so much more healthier. Because the thing that scares me is I've done a lot of people in the salon that have had the gastric bypass and all different
Oh, yeah.
methods and ways. And back in the day, those fucking milkshakes. Do you remember that pyramid scheme? This is just another probably pyramid scheme, just a more modern one because there was that milkshake diet and everyone lost loads of weight. But then when they put it back on again, like you put it on in so many different ways. And what's
Mm.
that one that the celebrities are using? It starts with E. What's that injection or
Isn't it Ozempic or
oh yeah,
something?
yeah, something like that.
It's I mean, both of these, the one that's now available in the UK and the one that's celebrities, they're for diabetes. So, this isn't good as well. Like, what are you putting in your body?
Well, that's right. Like, what
Like,
kind of fat
th
cells is it killing? Like, is it killing the wrong fat cells? Like, because there's a lot of fat cells that are
I
meant
think
to
no,
be there.
it doesn't. I don't think it kills fat cells. I think it, like, curbs your appetite. I don't really know.
Fuck. I mean, it's
But
like
I
those
just think it
pills. Remember
sounds
those
so
diet pills?
unhealthy.
Those diet pills that like
Oh, yeah.
everyone went
Yeah,
around like
I
they
was
were
a
on
keen
speed.
advocate of
You were on
I know, I
speed.
loved
That's
them.
all you were.
And now you can't get hold of them.
Yeah, because people were shitting themselves and going
You
around
can't
like they
get
were on speed.
Oh, they just couldn't handle it. I could handle it, and they were freaking amazing. And yeah, now no one, like, even the tablets, like, I'd find a tablet and then suddenly they'd change it so you don't have that effect anymore. But that's the only effect that makes you lose weight. So then
Fucking
suddenly these
hell.
tablets don't work. I've got so many bloody tubs of these tablets in the cupboard that I've bought and they didn't work. And I'm just like, oh, for God's sake, why don't they bring back those ones that made you run around like you were crazy?
Yeah, they were like speed. You were on speed for sure. Like that is.
They're brilliant. Um,
But then I suppose if you're
but
not
yeah.
doing any working out, I mean, listen, we're all absolutely guilty of getting sucked into fads for sure.
Oh, definitely. And do you know what? Like, just something to remember is to be natural
Mm,
is to be rare, and rare is to be beautiful. So, you
that
know,
is
just
absolutely.
eat healthy. My diet has changed since I have the house because, I'm on my own. I have choice. I've bought all my cookbooks and yeah, like I do feel it. My hair has grown, my skin is glowing. I don't have those lines
Your
from
diet is
eating
incredible.
healthy.
I know. I just ducked out there. Hi, lady. I just
And
ducked
you
out
threw me
there.
a little bit.
I did throw you a little
Do you
bit.
know, I sent you a poster today to put on I designed you one to put on the door when we're recording, so that doesn't happen.
Nice. Well, I know my lovely lady, they came into the salon because we're going to try and nurse some of your plants back to health. Because as you can see, I live in a fucking forest. I'm the plant whisperer. So I've got a couple of plants in the salon for people that are actually heading abroad for winter. And Lynn is just dropping in some plants to see if we can get them back to life and go crazy. So I've turned
That's
into this.
exciting.
It was not predicted, and I killed all yours, but apparently I'm good now.
But yeah, we've had a super busy week of just getting the manifesting challenge up and running, and yeah, just had a really it's been an eye opener massively. Just putting it all together, it's quite a masterpiece of what we've created. So it's been exciting, and even doing the videos was good fun.
It was good fun. With all my garlic in the background, you'll see. You'll see when we launch, when you buy it. Um, but what about you, Charlotte? What is like? Have you got like an example of a story that you recall that you would say you manifested? Like, have you got a story that comes to mind?
I've got a lot.
Oh God,
I think my
one is
most
plenty.
powerful. Yeah, I've got lots. Well, we practice it like a lot. Even last week, I did a 7-day EFT tapping challenge, like every single day, just to kind of calm myself on like money tension and just bringing more in. But my most powerful one, I would say, is my first vision board that I did. Do you remember that one?
What, the one in your bedroom in Gorge Road?
Changed
About
my life.
what, the one with Barley?
Oh no, that was just a picture that I put on the wall. But yeah, that I suppose I was doing it for years before, but didn't
Yeah,
know I was doing it.
yeah. I thought you were nuts, but then you ended
Which
up
as
in
well is
Barley.
yeah. No,
Mm.
I've done that many times before, but yeah, when I actively tried to manifest, I created a vision board in the January before COVID, and I'd never done one before. Well, that knowingly, not a proper one.
Mm.
I'd stuck pictures up or written lists of what I wanted, but I'd never done this. And I bought a cork board and I stuck a picture of a girl on a sun lounger on a tropical island with her laptop and a caption that said, "Be your own boss." I had "Fall in Love" on there and like lots of hearts and things like that. And, you know, you are worthy of what you desire. And yeah, and it was all about, you know, me working for myself and having freedom and falling in love. And then COVID happened and I was forced out of my job and nobody was hiring. So I had to start my business. There was no other option. The universe just went, and now is time. And
This will get
then
her ass in
after we
gear.
came out of lockdown, I met my ex-boyfriend. So
Mm.
literally everything that I had pinned on that board that I wanted to happen came true in a matter of months.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Nice.
most powerful, because it was crazy that everything I had desired at that January point, didn't know what was coming for us. It all happened.
But was it powerful
Everything I
because
put
you
on
were
there
just like,
happened.
oh my God, this shit works? Like, is like, did you
Yeah.
also,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
like,
I mean,
was
like,
it a
it's but as
realization?
well, when when things like that unfold, like because of vision boards, you kind of just have it in your space. So I had it on a chair in the corner of my bedroom. So it was the first thing I saw when I woke up, first thing I saw when I went to bed. But I didn't purposely look at it. It was just in my eye line, like subconsciously seeing it all the time. Fall in love, be your own boss, you are worthy. You know, just it being in my presence. And yeah, and when these things start to happen, like obviously I didn't realize it was the vision board when I lost my job and when I was like, oh my God, I need to start a business. It's the only way. I didn't think, oh, thanks, vision board. It was only kind of months later when it all had happened that I then went, oh, hang on. I need to take all this off the vision board because it's happened.
Tick. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, tick,
And start
tick,
again.
tick, tickety tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, new dreams. So yeah,
Amazing.
what about
Amazing.
you? What's your most powerful manifesting story?
I think the house has to stand out a mile. Like you said, there's a lot of things that I didn't realize I was doing, but I was doing it. But mine wasn't a vision board. Mine was visualization, because every time I got to like a real roadblock in the house stuff, because I wanted like a tree house, like in my head, a tree house with a butcher's block. I kind of didn't give a fuck about the rest. Um, And that's always what I kind of thought. So Sandra always slagged saying we were building a house around a butcher's block. And we were quite pedantic about the fact that what land we wanted, because we wanted loads of trees. We didn't want to be in a development, and we wanted to be surrounded by trees. We even angled the house so that any window you look out, you can only see trees up in the mountains or in coming from our garden, and we're fully surrounded by trees, and we have a big, huge monkey puzzle tree and all the rest. So when we saw the land, it was an immediate yes. And all I kept on visualizing was walking around this butcher's block and sitting like on a proper high chair, like you would in a bar, like with a back on it, at the butcher's block, drinking a glass of wine while Sandra was cooking dinner. And I'm really glad I held on to that, because we went through some really tough times trying to get that, because the land, I mean, because of what we wanted, we had to go down a couple of curveballs to get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took years and years and years, but when things got really tough, that's all I kept on visualizing, and I kept on saying to people, no, it's going to happen.
Yeah, visualization is
so powerful. Like I kept on just picturing myself
so powerful.
with the butcher's block. We even started building the butcher's block before the house even started. Like we built it ourselves out of the cross rail or the cross arms of the telephone posts, and it was, they're not treated or anything. They're from Glenorchy. They took them down, they changed them out, and they're about 100 years old. And that's what our butcher's block, it's solid wood, is built out of. And we're two fucking hairdressers who built it with no idea what we were doing. It's so rustic, but we love it because it's ours and we built it. But that's all I could picture when things got really hard. I'm like, no. And I just picture that and picture that and picture that. And every step and every step and every step just kept on happening. And it wasn't until after we got the house, we're in the house, and we're watching it going up. And that's when I really then was like, anything is fucking possible.
I'm trying to just think at the start. I thought you said tree house, but do you mean just house in the trees?
No, like I mean, I just had in my head like a feeling like I was even in a tree house. Like we've got the mezzanine, we've got the windows that look out onto all the trees. It kind of feels like you're in a tree house. I wanted the mezzanine.
Well, because I was just Well, I was just thinking, I mean, you totally manifested my house, because I've got a tree house and you were the one that I had given up, and you went, do you want a fucking house or not? Just pick one. And I picked this one, the one with the tree house.
Yeah.
Maybe you manifest. It was none of my work. It was you manifesting my house.
I'm just like, can we just have her in
you
one
over attractor
for a few years? Maybe I just manifested you fucking settling down for a period of time so I can just nab you for the podcast. There you go. I did it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And we are coming at you at the moment. So apologies, but not apologies. We are launching the Manifest Challenge on the 1st of June. So get ready. Sign up to the mailing list to be the first to get access. Grania is in her element. This is her total vibe, doing all the manifesting fun. And just remember, you have to show up daily if you want the life you want.